Just had some trout in view here. I'm in a central upstate New York along the Coassalon Creek. I know you've never heard of it. You probably couldn't care less about it. But this will just be a short live stream. The trout just disappeared. There's some big trout that live under this bridge right here. And there was a couple smaller ones that were just up closer by this rock. There's one right there, but you can't see him. He's a tiny one, maybe only about 10 inches long. He's just finning right there in the current, enjoying himself. I have nothing to throw at him like a Panther Martin spinner, for example. I didn't bring any fishing gear. I'm actually out working out the old body, getting some exercise, as I do almost on a daily basis anyway. But so this is the Coassalon Creek. Stay with me. I can see there's a few of you in here already. Unfortunately, I can't see any chat or any such thing because I'm doing this on my phone. This is the Coassalon Creek, where it goes under the old Erie Canal aqueduct right there. And I'm near a busy road, so you can hear some vehicles driving by. Unfortunately, I can't film any of the big trout that also live under here because they're smarter. They're in the shade. These little guys that you can't even see, they're up here in the sun. They might be stockies, so you know they're not as smart as the wily old browns and rainbows that live under that bridge there. But let me just show you around here a little bit. We're going to walk up away from the creek now, and we're going to walk up by the old stonework here. Fascinating stuff, huh? Well, you know, it is just a beautiful day. I've already walked a couple miles. I didn't feel like running. I just walked. So we have this going on here. Here's the old Erie Canal right there. This is the original ditch. And they built a nice fence here so I don't fall in. Isn't that nice of them? Not that I would fall in. You can see over there. Do you see over there now? There's the other end of the creek. That's some of the aqueduct going underneath. And the trees are just now starting to get some leaves out here. You know, these vehicles out here in this area where I live, most everybody's got to have a loud muffler. It's just what you do when you live out here. You got to have a loud cranking muffler. You know, you might see a few Confederate flags around too. I mean, we're out in the country out here, and there's a farmer's field. I don't know what's going to be planted in there this year. Don't know. Probably something that's legal, I would imagine. But here's the old canal. Again, there's some nice fish in here too. This got drained down very low at the end of last summer, and I don't know if the big fish survived. I've seen a couple of carp, but you know, carp can survive a nuclear holocaust with the cockroaches. But you see, we're starting to get some greenery on the leaves here, on the trees, I should say. Unfortunately, this is not a very desolate area where I am, though. I mean, we've got a main road right here. Most of this canal goes through some fairly desolate areas, and of course some wayfarers and some books that walk these stretches of this, especially in the light. The Wayfarers, the most recent book. Different season than this. There's no greenery at that time. We had some good gletch in the water right there. I call that stuff gletch. It's algae. Thanks for the thumbs up, whoever did that. Again, I can't see who's in here, unfortunately. I know there's just a few of us. But this is outdoors, upstate New York. We were just trying to get some trout to show up, but they wouldn't show up. Little guys, the big guys are under the bridge. They're not going to be out there in the sun where everybody can see them. But here's the old towpath. You know, they turned it into a walk path, but this is where the mules used to drag the packet boats along here. Well over 100 years ago, almost 200 years ago now. But this is still a popular place. People like to walk and ride their bikes and walk their kids and strollers and run and take their horses along here. And horses, you know, when horses are up here, they feel like they have to crap. There's something about this towpath that makes horses have to crap. I don't know what it is, but you got to watch out for that when you're out here. Fortunately, there's no equine landmines out here that I can see right now. Again, some more of the water. You know, I've come a couple miles up from where I parked, which is what I usually do, because you got to get You got to get some exercise out of this, folks. This is not lazy walking. I'm lazy walking now, but generally we're cranking some good music in the headphones. And that's what I was doing. Listening to some stuff on Spotify, some bands like Mooner. You've never heard of them, but I like them. Listening to Guided by Voices. Maybe you've heard of them. Some other stuff. Some power pop. I like power pop. So that's the music I make. Stuff with great chord changes and interesting melodies and, you know, inventive things. The guys actually, when they write those songs, they use their heads a little bit. They don't just pick out a format and follow along like most of today's music is. But so this is what we have going on out here. I was trying to get some snapping turtles, okay? There's just a couple of us in here. Let's see if we can find a snapping turtle. Don't go away. I saw a huge snapping turtle a little while ago, just a little while ago. That thing was big. I was going to go catch it for you. No, just kidding. But there were a bunch of turtles right out here on this garbage. They like garbage. You know, they rest on it. They sun themselves. There were some turtles. They're all gone now. They took off. I must have scared them. They're very skittish. But let's see if we can find that big old snapper that I saw here a little while ago. The thing was giant. I've seen a lot of snapping turtles. I've even caught them while fishing. They sometimes will bite your baits and you'll catch them. But there was one. He was along here somewhere and he was just sunning himself. And I think he went off to find himself something to eat, like a carp or whatever it is that he wants to eat. Seen a couple of big carp too. The big carp are everywhere. The game fish, I haven't seen any of those. The water is still cold, so the fish aren't exceedingly active here yet. If any of you fish, you know, there's some big bass in here. There's pike, there's pickerel, there's bowfin, there's all manner of panfish in here. Bluegills, pumpkin seeds, black crappie, brown bullhead. What else? There are some channel cats in here. They don't get very large. Some white perch, yellow perch, rock bass, all manner of things in here in this old ditch. The pike, you know, the pike can get surprisingly big in here. The biggest northern pike I ever caught out of the Erie Canal was 42 inches long. And the story on that was I caught it on a little piece of night crawler while fishing for carp. And it surprised me because generally you can't, you don't imagine a pike going after a small piece of night crawler, but that one did. Surprised the heck out of me, I'll tell you folks. That's for sure. But there's another look at the towpath. And again, unfortunately, we have the roadway here. At most stretches of this, I'm actually just a short way up from getting further away from the road. You can see the road bending off right there, off into oblivion. That's where it goes. If you've ever been to oblivion, you know how the road gets there, and that's where that road's going, to oblivion. So let's see here. Let's see. Again, I don't know who's in here. I can't see my chat if anybody's in there. Say hi, I'll look at it later. Thanks for the thumbs up. I don't think I have anything linked in this because I'm doing it from my phone. I'm doing it the quick way, so there's probably no subscribe icon or no check out my books icon. There's just some bouncing towpath as I walk. But I want to get further away from the road here. I'm almost there. There's a lime green Jeep. Lime green. You know, lime green's very popular right now. I mean, look. See? It's very popular right now. Oh, there's some turtles right there. They just jumped in the water. Yep, the turtles didn't like me coming up on them. They got frightened and you can still see them swirling down there. Those were turtles that were up on that log. But it was fight or flight for them and they flew. Let's see what else we have going on down here. Where's that snapper? I want to see that big old snapper that was along here. Thing had moss on its shell. That's how old it was. La, da, 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 da. We've got some blowdowns over there. We've had a lot of bad weather. We had a very heavy storm blow through here last night and blow down a lot of trees and canopies and all tents and all sorts of things. But it only lasted 5 minutes, but it was strong. That's a nice, I love pine trees. And there's some pine trees back there. I don't know what type of tree that is, but you see that right there got knocked down. That is not recent. It's had time to gather up algae, so it's not recent. But here you go. There's some nice trees right there, as you can see. Not really specifically pines. I don't know what they are, but they're nice. Nice trees. Trees are nice. Nice trees. Trees are nice. They're just not nice when they fall down on you. Okay, so there's that right there. Don't get bored, folks. I'll find something exciting for you here. Don't worry. Don't worry. I mean, how much more excitement could you possibly imagine than being out here on the old Erie Canal towpath, looking at water and trees and turtles, right? I mean, seriously. Can you think of anything that's more fun than this? I could, but we won't. Yeah. Now let's see. Again, some more. These trees, I think these trees are evergreen. They stay green all the time, but I'm not sure they're pines. We have this over here too. This area is starting to green up a little bit. Everything's running a little late this year because of the cold weather that we've had in upstate New York. It's been crappy weather. We got a breeze going right now. I don't know how loud that is on this stream. I can't hear it, but there is a bit of a breeze. I'm walking westerly right now, so I'm walking into it. Walking into the breeze. I'm walking into the breeze. I can feel it from my head to my knees. See, there's a song in everything, folks. There's a song in everything you can think of. See, I lost somebody else now. This is boring, I know, but gee. I'm looking for turtles. I'm not seeing any more turtles. There's a tire right there. Do you see it? How about that? If anybody needs a good used tire for your vehicle, it's right there. I doubt that anyone else is going to come and get it. First come, first serve, though. I'll sell you that tire for $5, okay? It's $5 as is. If you need a good tire for your truck, it's right there. Got good tread on it. You want me to swim out there and get a better look at it for you? No, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, where'd all the turtles go? I was excited to show you some turtles and a big old snapper, and they're all gone now. It's because they're camera shy. They knew that I was going to be live streaming, and then they took off. There's not even any froghogs out here. Oh, there's a turtle. There's a turtle right there. There he is. Oh, don't go away, Mr. Turtle. He went. Now you can see the water kind of. The bushes are moving in the water where he was. Actually, there's that snapper. There he is. Do you see that snapper down there? Can you see his head? I don't know if it's the same one that I saw earlier, but there's a snapper right there. He's a big old snapper. He's just under the surface of the water. I'm surprised he's let me get this close to him. Let's see how close I can get before he takes off. That's not the same one I saw earlier. This is a smaller one. But you know what? That one could take your finger off just as easily. You never want to handle one of these things, folks, unless you grab it by the sides of the shell. You got to watch out for the claws, and of course the teeth on these things are nasty. They can take your fingers off. They're nothing to be messed with. He's just sitting right there. I don't know if you can see him. I'll keep crawling down there until he takes off, okay? This is a very steep bank, actually, but you know, I'm no pansy. I'll crawl down in here and do this for you. Oh, there's pricker bushes here. Let's see. Hey, Mr. Turtle. He's not leaving. You probably can't see him. I wonder if he's dead, because he's not even moving. I think that turtle's dead, folks. It's just there. It should by all means have taken off by now. That turtle should be gone. He's just sitting right there. I think it's a dead snapper, folks. That's a dead snapper. We don't want to look at the carnage. I mean, it's a terrible thing, but it's probably 50 years old or more. It's lived a good long life. Probably eaten lots of sunfish, lots of frogs and different things. That's a dead turtle. Well, hey, you got to see a snapping turtle. It was just a dead one. It wasn't the big one that I saw earlier. I feel sad for the dead turtle. I hope he was wearing a girdle. Okay, that was a stupid song. Disregard that. Let's see. What do we have right here? Here's a little bit of an open spot. Any carp down here? The carp aren't even here. They were here earlier when I walked by. Carp are gone. Oh boy. Hey, I see some mud boils out there. Maybe there's some carp over there. What a thrill this is, huh? Taking a walk with old Uncle Jim on the Erie Canal towpath. Turtles! See them? There they are. They're swimming away. There's turtles right there. Go, turtles, go! You see that little guy right there? There's actually two of them right there. Those are little mud turtles. They won't hurt you. They won't hurt you. Up there, one is... See that one out there? He's waiting for the other one. He or she's waiting for the other one to catch up. They're just enjoying the sunshine. Goodbye, turtles. There he goes. Boom, he's gone. All right, what else can we find here? How about a big snake? You hope I find a snake? Let's see if I can find a big old snake. I'm not afraid of snakes. I'm not afraid of anything out here. I'm not afraid of bears, alligators, none of that stuff. I'm afraid of irrational things. Let's see here. Nope, nothing around here. Oh, I just saw a little bass, a little tiny bass that just took off. Oh, at least there's some manner of fish moving around in here. Okay, let's see. I got to find you a big old snapping turtle, a live one. I promised you. I promised you, kids, I'd find you a snapping turtle, and I'm not going home until I find one. I hope you've got some hours with me here because we're going to find a live snapping turtle. All right, just kidding, okay? We're not going to spend hours. We're going to be spending minutes, okay? Where, oh, where did the big old turtles go? My gosh. You see, when I wasn't live streaming, they were all over the place. Well, we got two anyway, plus a dead one, so that's three. All right. I used to have pet turtles when I was a kid, but they died. Let's see. What do we have here? Oh, just some floating gletch. You see the algae floating out there. I'm looking for a turtle, not wearing his girdle. Even though he's a guy, he'll be transgender, and I'll call him Myrtle. Let's see, where is he? All right. Dang it. Even the carp are gone. There were some carp that were swimming around, and they're gone now, too. Again, it's because they know I was going to live stream. Oh, well. Hey, there goes something. What was that? Well, that was a little fish of some kind. It was probably a pumpkin seed or a bluegill. It took off. Yep. But we're further away from the road now, folks. As you can see, there's nothing over there but vast nothingness. Welcome to my vast nothingness out here. This is how we like it. We are now in the oblivion. Vast nothingness out here. I love a vast nothingness. You might say the inside of my head is a vast nothingness. Let's see here. Any more turtles? You thought all I did was make news videos. Oh, right there, right there. There's two on that log. Oh, there goes one. We're down to one. Oh, there goes the other one. Yeah. I scared them away. All right. I'm gonna find another turtle, and I'm gonna catch it and bring it home. And keep it in a little tank and feed it steak. Let's see. All right, we got a large fallen tree right here, so let's see what might be gathered around here. You can hear the train coming. There's CSX railroad tracks just over there. You won't be able to see the train, but you can hear it. It's just over there. Look at all the garbage right here. Look at this. This is all stuff that's been blown down probably from miles. And it hit this tree right here. It got blown from the west and it hit this tree. And that's where it piled up. All that garbage right there. You know, the Boy Scouts should come down here and clean that up. Look at that. There's a saucer that you would slide down the snowy hill with out there. See it? It's still good. You want me to get it for you? I'll tell you what, you buy that and the tire I showed you a little while ago, I'll package it up, $7, okay? $7, you can have that slide thing and the tire we saw a little while ago. I make you a good deal, okay? Good deal on slide and tire. All right, let's see. Oh, water gets a little deeper right here. You don't see as much, the bottom slime. Boy, my vehicle's parked further away than I remember, unless somebody moved it on me. Let's see. That's a nice shot right there. It'll look even nicer when the leaves are in more. But that's a nice shot right there. You can hear the train. I hear that train come. It's rolling down the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when, and I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. You know that song, right? Yeah. I kind of like Johnny Cash. I'm not really a country music fan, but I like Johnny Cash. His music. Hey, actually I do have some chat in here now. Truth Freeze is in here. Well, how's about that? I didn't think it would show me any. If you're in there, I know there's not many of you. Pop up and see if I can show yourself. See if I can see you in the chat there. Yeah, Truth Freeze, welcome aboard. We're just doing a little nature expose on the old Erie Canal in upstate New York. There is the towpath right there. There's the vast oblivion right over there. That's where there's lions and tigers and bears, oh my, over in there. And we got a sky above us. Yeah, there it is. Tweety birds are tweeting. We had some turtles earlier. We're looking for more turtles and fish. If you see any fish, this is fun. This is fun. This shows you how exciting of a person I am. If I find something like this fun, you know that I must be an exciting guy. Let's see here. I gotta change hands. My arm's getting tired. All right. Oh, there's my fingers. Good to know I still have those. Okay, there's a mud boil right there. That means that there was probably a big carp that was there just a minute ago. And it took off because they're skittish. Carp are very intelligent fish. I know they've got a bad rap, but I like to catch carp. They're very intelligent. I mean, you just can't catch them on anything. They are very deliberative about what they feed on. Very selective fish. They're not stupid by any stretch of the imagination. Look at all the mud boils out there. Okay, there must have been a number of carp over there because there's several mud boils, but they're gone now. It's because they know that I want to show you them, so they took off. Trying to make me look bad. All right. Okay, there's some more of those nice trees right there. Those are, you probably can't appreciate them from this view. Those are beautiful trees, whatever kind of tree they are. If you're in the chat and you can comment, if you know what kind of trees those are, let me know. Again, we're in upstate central New York right now. And there's I think there's some manner of evergreen. Those leaves don't ever fall off, but they're not exactly pines. I don't know what they are, but they're very nice trees. And there's just loads of them. I see a big old, what's that? Hey, folks, I found a living thing. What's that thing out there? What is that? Oh, there's a big old snapper out there. Do you see him? Oh, he just went down. Ah, it just went down. There was a big old snapper out there. Oh, he was out there in the middle of the canal and he just went down when I put the phone on him. Chicken, what are you afraid of? You're a snapping turtle. What do snapping turtles have to be afraid of? Seriously, folks. Nothing. Nothing. Who's ever going to want to bother a snapping turtle? All right. There's some blowdowns right there, cutting across the water. I'm almost at the end of this section of the towpath, so we're just going to be here a couple more minutes. I mean, there's miles and miles and miles of this all through New York State. But this is the Mule Team Canal, Truth Freeze. This is the one. Where I'm walking right now is where the mules used to pull those packet boats, right along here. And now it's just a walk path. There's there's some stuff for you. Okay. Truth Freeze, you might be the only one in here right now, but that's okay. Hey, there's turtles. All right. Let's see if we can catch up on the turtles without scaring them. Oh, they're little tiny ones. Let's see right here. There's a turtle right there on that tree. Hi, turtle. You don't see me. You don't hear me. Okay, so I'm whispering. Oh, dang it. There it goes. There it goes. Doggone it. The two-path. Yeah, you could call this the two-path. You could call it the two-pack. The two-pack. Right. Here's a large thing right here. There's a thing for you right there. See, this used to be part of a tree back in the day, and now it's part of the scenery here. Okay, there we have that. What exciting stuff. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine anything more fun than this? Let's see. We got the canal. We got the towpath. And we've got a road up there. That means we're coming to the end of this section, but don't go away yet because we're not there, okay? I might as well just stay with you until I get to the end of this. We're in upstate central New York. The nearest city, the nearest big city to here. I'm in an area between Syracuse and Utica, if that makes any sense to you. There's smaller cities right here, but the nearest large cities that you may have heard of are Syracuse and Utica, and I'm in between those 2 points out here. Nature is always beauty, yes it is, and it's going to get more beautiful as things get greener out here. I'm not missing anything news-wise, right? I mean, it's not like I need to be home making videos right now. There's nothing important going on, I wouldn't imagine. So I'm not missing anything. I'm not missing any breaking news that I should be home making videos or live streaming about. I mean, it's okay for me to be out here, right? Enjoying this. There's a large farm field of, I think they grow corn in here usually, but it's cow corn. It's not corn that you'd want to eat. I am the news. Yeah, sometimes that's a big old, what is usually a cornfield right there. It doesn't look like one right now. Yeah, right. There's a house over there. That's a nice house. It's a nice old ranch. Probably would cost you only about 75 grand. Real estate's not expensive out here. There's my vehicle way over there. All right. So we got to go that far, okay? We're going to go that far, and then this is going to be over. So hang with me, guys. You can see the village we're approaching now. We're approaching a village which is actually the seat of this county. So we're in this village right now. Oh, there's somebody coming the other way. There's another human being. Uh-oh. We're going to have an encounter. How exciting. We're going to find another human being out here. I hope that this isn't someone that's going to pull a gun on me or something, because then I'd have to try to disarm them. And I'd have to show off my advanced fighting skills. Some of the dirty stuff I was taught when I was younger. And I had to defend myself against the big bullies. Let's see, now this is somebody with a cane, so I don't think they're going to be a threat unless they're going to hit me with that cane. They don't know that they're being live streamed on YouTube right now. And I'm not going to tell them because they might sue me. I don't know, sue me for everything I have, which is basically my bottle of water. Poland Spring, I just flashed a product there. I'm the local yokel. You know that I am, Truth Freeze. I am the local yokel out here, that's for sure. All right, so there's some glitch on the canal right there. And that's the algae piles up. But the fish like to hide under that, so it's not all bad. And all right. How are you, sir? Nice day for a walk out here. Yeah, all right. I survived that one, folks. I think he looked at me like he was going to hit me with that thing, but he changed his mind. So the thing of it is, he had a sheriff's badge on. I wonder if he's some manner of law enforcement. He's undercover. Maybe he's here tracking me. Because some of the videos I make, they would track me over them, that's for sure. But I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of no trackers. I wish I had a box of crackers, because I'm hungry. I was safe, Truth Freeze. I was safe the whole time. The Lord was with me. And I don't think that fella means anybody any harm. He's probably just out enjoying this nice day like I am. Yeah. Okay, we're reaching the end of this, but there's an interesting thing up here, too. So the excitement's not over yet, folks. Okay? We're almost at the end of our live stream. So my vehicle's parked over there. My gas-guzzling SUV. And right now with gas, $2.90 a gallon, it is a bit much. But When they started building roads over this canal way back in the day, and I got to tie my shoelace too, but tell me not to trip, okay? Just tell me to be careful. Jimmy, you be careful. Your shoe's not tied. Okay. What they've done is they've run the canal under a lot of culverts. Or in some cases, they've built bridges. See, back when this canal was in business, this road wasn't here. This is... You can see that it goes under a culvert right here. And this is a great place to fish. Right here, I caught last year, you know, chain pickerel usually run smaller than northern pike. But I caught the biggest pickerel I ever saw in this spot last year. He was living out there where those blowdowns are. You see those white limbs out there? Caught him on a pink Senko worm. Just threw it out there, and I fished right in that stuff. And the thing for a chain pickerel, it was about 30 inches long, which is big for a chain pickerel, and it was a fat thing too. All right, folks, or maybe folk, this is where I'm going to reach the end of this live stream because I got to hustle back to my vehicle and get home. But thanks for taking a little walk on the Erie Canal with me. God bless you, and I'll see you soon.